lights flash and the music begins to play. Everyone came here to have nothing but a good time. Music is a part of everyone's lives, whether you like to have soft music or the metal militia playing in your cars. I prefer to have the hard rock, but if it's not the Eagles, Lynyrd Skynyrd, the Rolling Stones, Poison, any of it, I still like to have rock and roll in my life. My first concert when I was only 12 years old, and yes, my parents took me. It was very interesting, but we went to see REO Speedwagon and 38 Special, and I still have the ticket stub today. We went to the Kansas State Fair, and it was very interesting for your parents to take you to your first concert. I didn't really know what to expect because I know most parents still want to take you to your first concert, but most of my friends, they all went to NSYNC or Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, Backstreet Boys, one of those kinds of bands. No, my parents, they wanted to go to REO Speedwagon. They wouldn't take me to Journey and Styx like I wanted to go to, but no, we went to REO Speedwagon. And it was a good time. I told my friends about it when we got home, and they were like, "Who's REO Speedwagon?" Well, I was like, they sing some really good songs. They sing like, "Take It on the Run, Baby." Who's that? Oh, well, don't worry about it. Just look them up sometime. I'll play the CD we got sometime for you. Like, okay. So I've been hooked on rock and roll ever since. Every time Dad and I would go on some road trip down to Great Bend for a job or go to the lake, we'd always have some rock and roll. 104.3 is the best radio station ever invented out in western Kansas. We still listen to it today. My second concert was with my mother, and it was the biggest concert that I've ever been to. We went to Wichita, and she did not want to go. It was by far the most expensive concert I've ever been to. She still did not want to go. It's like, "Mom, you will never live it down if we do not go to this concert. We have to go." So we packed our bags. Dad ordered the tickets. He wasn't going to go. He absolutely hates this band, so we loaded up the car, and we went to go see the Rolling Stones. And I know she gets like this every time we think about it. And she absolutely loves Mick Jagger. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Well, we had to have a male figure go along, so we called one of our friends, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll go see the Rolling Stones. Heck yeah!" And it was a non-drinking party, so we went down there, and once the Stones got on stage, I still think that's why I'm deaf to this day, because she would not stop screaming. And the first song they played was, "It's Only Rock and Roll, but I Like It." And yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. But I personally do like the Rolling Stones because Mr. Keith Richards, he is one cool bird. If you ever get to see the Stones before they all die and fall off the earth, because they're old. They did a lot of drugs back in the days. You never know what they're going to do anymore. But that old man, he was sitting there and he was smoking a cigarette, singing, and playing the guitar all at the same time. I don't know anybody else that can do that. Still, he is pretty darn cool. That was one of my favorite concerts, and I thank my mother for that. She's still, that's all she listens to this day, and that was over 2 or 3 years ago. That's kind of psychotic, but whatever. But my favorite concerts that I've ever been to, and I've seen them 3 times, I only have 2 ticket stubs because I lost the last one, was Poison. They were amazing. I have the shirts. This is my first shirt. I have another one at home. It's still drying because I wore it last week. They were amazing. Bret Michaels, awesome. I've been front row twice. Look at this picture, man. We don't get closer than that. Here's Mr. C.C. DeVille. I have a guitar pick at home. I don't bring it out much because I don't want to lose it. This is a picture from some friends and I. We went out this last summer, with the kids, and we saw Def Leppard with them also. They were a very great band. And that is by far my favorite band. I don't care if I'm a youngin'. I was not born in the right time generation. It was wrong. So my favorite music is rock and roll. It will run through my blood for the rest of my life. I'm a shooting star and a fallen angel all at the same time. And I know that there is nothing wrong with that. It gives me something to believe in, and that life does go on. So, thank you very much. There. All right. That's good.
Yay! It was 5:11 from back here.
That works for me.
5:11. Yay! Good job. And I do. Let me clarify something.
I said stop.
I do listen to a few others